Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music, and he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to you.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
I know you've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before.
The Puff was like, first he was amping him to get stopped. Then he was like, so when we gonna get the chance to, to kick it, like we can just hang out, nigga, we gotta kick it.
This is
Puff.
Okay.
He telling me we gotta kick it. He was like, why don't we go shopping or I mean, I pay for it. And I was like, just say. I got away from him because I was like, this nigga.
You see, citing 107 of the Copyright Act does not give you free rein to defame, misrepresent, or harm another's reputation. Fair use is not a shield for character assassination. So here's the simple truth. If you take my words, my image, my ideas, and twist them to feed your fear and inflate your ego, if you profit off of my name while calling me a liar, then be prepared to stand behind your accusation.
50 Cent just outed the unthinkable. Diddy's secret lovers, hidden tapes, and now even Terrence Howard is panicking. This ain't gossip. The freak-off tapes are real. The streets are talking. And this is a full-blown industry collapse. So we all know by now, the Diddy scandal has been wild. From his federal indictment to the insane allegations of blackmail, secret tapes, freak-offs, and intimidation, it's been one jaw-dropping headline after another. And with Diddy's trial on the way, things are only heating up. The more they dig, the more comes out. And 50 Cent, he's locked in, dragging names and daring anyone to clap back. 50 Cent is out here calling out Diddy's male lovers that might want to get their lawyers ready. Remember when the first creepy red flags started showing? It was Usher who, as a child star, found himself living with the bad boy mogul. In a resurfaced interview on the Howard Stern show, Usher revealed that he lived with Diddy in New York City for an entire year at just 13 years old.
I moved to New York City and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
But then, as the interview progressed, he hinted at something darker lurking beneath the surface.
I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
He confessed he didn't fully understand what he was witnessing, calling it very curious and even implying things were off. Most shockingly, Usher made it clear he'd never let his kids step foot in Puffy Camp like he did.
Did you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
Fans and insiders alike have long suspected that what Usher witnessed was far from appropriate. And now, in light of Diddy's criminal investigations, many are saying that he was his first victim. Also, Diddy's ex-bodyguard already confirmed that Diddy put Usher in the hospital because he used his back so much.
I heard it from some music executives back in Harlem. And I'm not going to speak on their name. They doing programs and everything like that, and they may be doing some programs. They may speak on it themselves. But I heard it from some music executives.
Where did you hear it?
Bro, you know how people be talking, and we was around some people, something like that, and then some people might say, yo, I don't F with that dude. And at the time, I didn't even know who the F Usher was. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those type of situations. And when people say, yo, man, I don't F with them, I'm getting out that industry and everything like that. Puff sent this little kid to the hospital. How he sent him to the hospital? Man, bleeding from the butt. And that's what was said. I didn't even have a name for the kid at the time. Then you heard it, and that's what happened.
What's even crazier, Kim Porter allegedly had tapes of Diddy and Usher, but the day she died, her laptop vanished. And despite all that, Usher still introduced Justin Bieber to Diddy at 13. And from there, a strange mentorship began. Old footage shows Diddy boasting that he would have 48 hours with Justin and cryptically adding, "What we're doing, we can't disclose, but it's every 15-year-old's dream."
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
Going crazy.
Crazy.
Those clips used to look like harmless mentorship. Now, they look real dark. Fast forward, Bieber's been open about being used by the industry. Even broke down in interviews, saying everyone who said they loved him ended up exploiting him.
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, you know, telling me they loved me and, you know, just turn their back on you in a second.
And now Justin has retired from his music, is always acting out in high. Sound familiar? Orlando Brown type spiral.
Yo, Diddy, you gave me the ooshka smash. You gave me the ooshka smuaf, the smooth smash. Diddy. Yeah, son. You know what I mean? You gave me the ooshka smuash. I love it, yo. I love it. You gave me the ooshka smuash.
Think that's wild? It gets even deeper. Let's talk about who 50 really stays on, Meek Mill. After Diddy's arrest on September 16th, a nasty audio clip began circulating online, allegedly capturing Diddy and Meek going to Pound Town.
They had a recording of Meek and Diddy
making love?
I don't know if it was love.
Okay, you have it? Let's hear it.
What?
Yo, wait a minute. Wait,
You didn't hear this?
No!
Now, Miran, what does that sound authentic?
It absolutely. Oh my God! You get these vulnerable people. Parents are letting you do this because they want to make it so badly, and then you record them probably and say, "If you do anything, we got this on you."
In the leaked audio, a man is heard saying he secretly recorded the noises during the act. This same clip had earlier gained attention when Rodney Lil Rod Jones filed a lawsuit against Diddy, naming a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj as one of Diddy's boy toys. The signs pointed to Meek. DJ Academics was also loud about this.
We got a lawsuit. So the Lil Rod lawsuit we got.
Yeah, I read through the whole thing.
And it didn't mention Meek by name, but there was a footnote.
A Philly rapper who used to date Nicki Minaj.
It was like a Jeopardy question.
Duh, who is that? There could only be one person on the planet. Unless there's a Philly rapper that also dated Nicki that no one knows about. It's obviously Meek Mill.
So essentially, I reacted to, I literally found out on stream. I'm like, yo, no way Meek Mill was in these freakoffs. I know we've seen the video in the pool and the matching outfits, but no.
Now, nothing was confirmed, but Academics made it clear who he thought it was, and the streets believe it too. Despite this, Meek came out swinging in his defense, stating the audio tape was fake and painting himself as a misunderstood voice of the ghetto, fighting back against unseen enemies. And then, when Meek tried to defend Diddy's son, Christian, 50 made a post saying, "You sold 6,000 copies your last project. You should not be on vacation, still chasing the dream or embracing the nightmare, standing by your man, that I respect." And then 50 started posting all them videos. Check out what Diddy called Meek in this resurfaced clip.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
Yes, you heard correctly. He called him daddy. It was not a good look. 50 ran with that clip, treating it as evidence that something more might be going on between Diddy and Meek. And just like Meek, Wyke Osiris was another one of Diddy's boy toy. After Diddy got arrested, a video was leaked of YK Osiris and Diddy on a vacation in Jamaica. Also, during an interview on The Breakfast Club, DJ Envy directly referenced the gossip, prompting Osiris to stand up laughing and nervously pace around the studio.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that. I heard about that though, but I ain't about to say that. But
What was
I ain't
it?
about to say it on my.
You and Diddy? You and Diddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Diddy.
You and Diddy what?
You and Diddy.
No.
They said he was.
Him and Diddy what?
I'm just saying the rumor.
I ain't never heard this,
YK. They said he was.
How you knew that? How you know
Now I'm about to Google because I ain't never heard this one.
Because nobody would ever say that one.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not
So
saying
here
that.
goes envy.
They said he was Diddy's boy toy.
What? I was in Jamaica with him.
Oh, I see it now.
See?
I was in Jamaica with
Osiris
him.
in Jamaica with his alleged boo Diddy.
Osiris attempted to brush it off, saying he was there with a woman and it was all a coincidence. But the timing, location, and his reaction all suggested there was more to the story than he was willing to admit. Another Diddy boy toy that is now being called out is French Montana. A resurfaced video of one of his extravagant birthday celebrations with Diddy is going viral. And the way they are oiled up in the video, yeah, looks like baby oil to me.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear French. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
It's a special birthday for both of us.
Yeah.
Word on the street is that French's sudden rise in the industry may have come at a familiar price. Some insiders have long speculated that his close ties with Diddy weren't just about business. And now, all these speculations have left many wondering what might have really gone down behind closed doors. And now, perhaps the most shocking name that 50 has been going after is Jay-Z. For years, Jay and Diddy were inseparable at industry events, parties, and private retreats. Jaguar Wright, who once used to work for Jay-Z, said this.
He brought you on to speak on Diddy, and it seemed that as if your focus turned to Jay-Z, his wife.
That's always been my focus.
Yes. What?
They're one and the same. Tell me something. When you have a peanut butter jelly sandwich, if it's just peanut butter, it's just peanut butter. If it's just jelly, it's jelly. When you put it together, it becomes a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and the taste is undeniable.
You saying Diddy and Jay-Z is peanut butter jelly?
Peanut butter and jelly.
She's claimed that Jay-Z participated in Diddy's infamous freak-off parties filled with celebrities, substances, and hidden cameras. With Diddy's indictment now exposing the darker side of his empire, Jay-Z has gone unusually silent. And you know what 50 did? He literally posted an AI video of Jay getting arrested with Diddy, sending a warning that he might be next. And you know who else has gone super silent just like Jay-Z? Will Smith. For years, Will and Diddy have shared a notably close friendship, often photographed together at exclusive events and private gatherings.
Puffy, just large, just the man. You know, Puffy is, I think, Run DMC was the first group to really define what rap is. And I think Puffy is now in that rap renaissance kind of being part of defining really where rap is going. He's making people dance again, getting back to the original fun of rap music.
But now, speculation is growing that their bond may have gone beyond friendship. And then, Will's former assistant came out to say that Will was caught in a compromising position with another man.
So, all right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second. Who was on top?
It wasn't a top. There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him. Like, it was.
While the claim was brushed off at the time, it has gained renewed attention in the context of Diddy's ongoing investigation. Now, what is even more shocking is that Will Smith is denying that he ever had any connection with Diddy. Now, Terrence Howard had just come out to say that Diddy tried to seduce him. He recounted how Diddy invited him out, but the energy felt off, almost like there was an ulterior motive. Terrence, known for his bold and unfiltered nature, made it clear he had to set boundaries.
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music, and he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to f*** you.
But the rumors won't quit. Some say they did mess around and Terrence had to jump out front to shut it down.
You see, citing 107 of the Copyright Act does not give you free rein to defame, misrepresent, or harm another's reputation. Inflate your ego. If you profit off of my name while calling me a liar, then be prepared to stand behind your accusations.
And now, with Diddy finally facing trial for a wave of serious allegations, the industry is holding its breath because who knows which one of these boy toys might be called up. And you best believe 50 will be ready to drag whoever it is. But drop your thoughts in the comments below because we're watching this story unfold together. See you in the next video.